Clark County Today is presented by Connell Real Estate. Hire an agent, get a team. Learn more by visiting connellrealestate.com.
Hey everyone, Chris Brown here with your Thursday video update from ClarkCountyToday.com. Well, Clark County topped 2,500 COVID-19 cases today with 24 new positive tests confirmed since yesterday. And one more person has died, a man in his 80s with underlying health conditions. That brings the pandemic death toll in Clark County to 49 people. There are currently 17 people in Clark County hospitals with a confirmed case and 10 more awaiting test results. Well, more help could be coming soon for local governments in the form of additional CARES Act funding. Earlier this month, we told you the Office of Financial Management in Washington State announced they were preparing to distribute another $247 million in coronavirus relief funding to governments with populations under 500,000, including Clark County, but no further details have been made available. Back in July, the state distributed nearly $300 million, but Clark County officials said nearly two-thirds of the money meant for local governments was being held up by OFM with little explanation about why. During a council meeting on Wednesday, councilors said they were preparing to send another letter to the state urging action on the funding, which they hope to use to help businesses impacted by ongoing shutdowns. OFM said they are finalizing details of the additional funding and hope to have an announcement early next week. Well, uncertainty is the word of the month for school districts across the area. This week, Battleground Public Schools approved their budget, which assumes no major changes to enrollment or state funding. But district officials acknowledge that many parents have indicated they might hold their students out of online-only education. Since state funding is based largely on enrollment, districts are holding their breath, wondering what percentage of students will actually log on for classes next month. A worst-case scenario says 10% of Battleground's 13,000 students could opt out, which would erase over $9 million in state funding for the district. And while the district hasn't laid off or furloughed classified staff like Evergreen did, they have left approximately 65 vacant positions unfilled, saving nearly $5 million. Now, if enrollment drops sharply, administrators warned, cuts could be coming. Teachers who are under contract through this year would not be laid off due to budget cuts. Earlier this month, Vandals tagged the Vancouver Fire Department's boathouse, which houses their river response vessel along the Columbia River. The message, however, was not intended for firefighters. Those derogatory and vulgar language scrawled across the wall clearly was directed at law enforcement and reflects a minority but growing anti-cop sentiment, according to Clark County Sheriff Sergeant Alex Schoening, who leads the agency's own maritime program. Now, Schoening says he understands the need for protesting peacefully, but finds it disheartening that the illegal acts leave collateral damage. In this case, the fire department. CCSO offered to help clean up the graffiti in support of their partners at the firefighting agency. The sheriff's office has had an uptick in displays of harassment towards officers, in some cases occurring at their own homes where many park their marked patrol vehicles while off duty. On the whole, however, Schoening said they are still receiving more community support than attacks. A house fire in East Vancouver on Wednesday afternoon was sparked after a car crashed into the home. Vancouver fire crews were called to the two-story house on Northeast 164th Avenue south of 28th Street and found a sedan wedged in the side of the building and flames spreading up the outside wall. Attempts to combat the fire were complicated by a severed natural gas line and power inside the house. It took a total of 24 Vancouver firefighters to finally extinguish the flames after the gas and power were turned off. The Clark County Fire Marshal's office is leading the investigation. There was no immediate word on the cause of the crash or the condition of the driver. The 9-day closure of the Interstate Bridge northbound span along I-5 doesn't start until September 12th, but there are a few things to watch for between now and then. This Friday night, the northbound span will be closed entirely from midnight until 2 a.m. for prep work. Nighttime lane closures will also be happening tonight through next Thursday, both directions of I-5 at the bridge starting at 8 p.m. and then 2 lanes will be closed after 10 p.m. and then reopened after 5 in the morning. Lastly, there could be some 30-minute bridge lifts happening between midnight and 5 a.m. on Saturday. You can find all the details at interstatebridge.org to help you plan accordingly. Well, Prairie girls basketball has a new head coach. Well, new-ish. Paul Valencia caught up with Mike Smith, who coached the team in 2013, and says he's excited to be back at the helm of Southwest Washington's most successful basketball program, older and a little bit wiser.
Smitty is back. Mike Smith is the Prairie girls basketball coach again. Kind of a surprising move, if you ask me. And he acknowledged that, yes, he surprised a lot of people. If you recall, he was the coach 2012-2013 season, helping Prairie to a 21-4 record. Still, it was one of the toughest jobs of any coach. He was replacing a legend at Prairie the year after Al Aldridge resigned. He went 21-4, as I noted. Good season, good campaign, made it to the state tournament, but it was only one season, one and done. Well, he's back. Here's Mike.
Hi, I'm Coach Mike Smitty Smith, and I'm back at the home of the Falcons, and I'm really excited about being here. So just ready to get to work, and hopefully we can just get this season going when school starts. So again, happy to be here, and just really looking forward to working with the girls.
All right, thanks for that report, Paul. And that is your Thursday check of the stories we're following for you at ClarkCountyToday.com. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to see when stories are posted and be part of the conversation. You can also reach us via email, news@ClarkCountyToday.com, with any feedback, story ideas, or suggestions. For all of us, I'm Chris Brown. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back with you again tomorrow.